Wake up. Stop thinking in the short term, all right? Start thinking long term. What do I mean by this, all right? A lot of people fall into the trap of looking short term, seeing things in a freaking next week, next month type of lens instead of thinking next 5 years, next 10 years, next 20 years, A lot of people, and this is natural, a lot of people only focus on what's about to happen next weekend. A lot of people, look forward to the Friday, the next Friday, and all they ever think about is when are they going to next do their next fun thing in their life? When is the next trip? When is the next party? When is the next night out? When is the next football game? Whatever it is, and they're addicted to these short-term pleasures, and, their life literally revolves around them waking up, them going to work / school, and then right after that they fucking do the fun thing, all right? The party, the drugs for some people, the fucking, the hangouts with shitty friends that don't really do anything besides blow smoke up and literally, what do you have after months and years of doing this? You have nothing but some funny stories, all right? You have nothing but funny stories. Your bank accounts is still fucking low. Your physique is your health and physique and your all that. You have nothing really to show for besides a couple funny stories, all right? This is the average person, the average man's fucking life. They all they worry about is, fitting in with the crowd, doing what everyone else is doing, and they're afraid to do something different, to push themselves and go after what they really, really want because they don't want to fail, they don't want to be rejected, they're afraid what other people think, and they think that, they'll have time for that shit later. So they push off all these things and make excuses for why they don't do it, and their excuse goes something like, I'm a little too busy, I'll wait till I finish the X thing or something. And 5-10 years go by and they literally keep saying the same thing. They still doing that same shit they've been doing 10 years ago, and nothing has changed, except that they got 10 years older and they literally have 10 years less of their life to do whatever they want to do, and they get stuck in this cycle of just like doing nothing, really nothing meaningful, right? When you wake up every day and when you go to sleep every day, the time between these 2 points, you want to do something that is meaningful to you. You want to do something that feels like you made progress, all right? When you're doing the same thing every day, even if you're doing a different thing every day, whatever you do every day, if you feel like you did not make any progress, well, then it becomes natural to look forward to the weekend, to look forward to the next holiday, to get fucked up, to waste time, and escapes. A lot of people just waste time. They don't waste time. A lot of people they have their priorities backwards, right? They're not happy with their life. So what do? They after work during the weekends, they escape, right? And this escape takes many forms, For some people, it's partying, it's going out to bars, clubs, Some people is drinking alcohol, getting fucking wasted, smoking weed, smoking crack, doing any kind of drugs they can get their hands on, Some people it's fucking just escaping in video games, playing games all day long whenever they can, staying up till 3 a.m. playing games with their friends. Some people it's watching shows, watching movies, watching the life that they want instead of living it, And I'm not saying, you can't take time off. I'm not saying that, I'm not saying that any of these activities in and of themselves is bad. But if you're constantly in this cycle, you feel like you're not getting anywhere. You're just getting older, and you say you're doing something, you want to do something in the first part of the year, and then December rolls around, you literally have not made any progress. You fell off the wagon, and you're like everybody else around you. You feel like you just can't reach your goals. You need to think about what you have done this whole time, and you need to start looking long term. Stop looking to the next fun event, all right? Start looking at things from a macro perspective, a macro lens, all right? Because most great things, most of your goals you're trying to reach is not going to happen over one weekend. It's not going to happen over multiple weekends. It might take at least a year, for anything substantial, all right? And a lot of the changes you won't be able to see day to day. You won't be able to see week to week, month to month. You're going to see it year to year, all right? A lot of great things take time. A lot of big things take time, which is why most people they don't stick with it, because they're so short-term focused that the time horizon, they just can't wait. They just do whatever comes, like next week or right now, with the speed of the internet, especially, like you can get things right now, Amazon delivery fucking 2 days into my door. They want stuff right now. They want the Amazon 40 pounds weight loss right now, next week, next month. Shit takes like fucking years, man. Like anything substantial takes years. And you need to look at your life from a 5 year plus perspective. What do you want to be 5 years from now, all right? And align with your daily activities, everything you do every day. Align yourself so you can reach that person in 5 years, right? Because if you just go through emotion and every weekend you do the same old bullshit, then in 5 years from now, that's what you're going to be doing, the same exact thing. Maybe you have a different job, maybe you have a different job, different friend circle or something, but you're going to still doing the same bullshit, wasting time every weekend, every free chance you get, and you're always going to be stuck in this cycle of doing the same thing with different people and a different environment. You're not going to be reaching the goals you want to reach or anything. So beware of the short-term pleasure trap that gets most people, and start thinking about your goals and planning your daily routine around your longer term goals.